close on this. So you need tools, the right tools. You need a serrated knife. This is a Dexter Russell. It's serrated, very sharp point. You'll see why you need that. And a fillet knife. 9-inch blade is best if you're cleaning bigger fish. You can do with shorter if you're just getting trout, and redfish. And that's just an extra knife. First, I'm going to show you how to do a flounder. This is an awesome size flounder. It's just a perfect size for a meal for one person, a hungry person. The scales are okay on the dark side, really tight on the white side. But a stainless steel wire brush, you can get one of those at Howell Tackle, is what you use to get the scales off. You can do this with a regular fish scaler, and you would be hating life. Take you half a day to clean the flounder. But this works good. Now this is white side or the tight side, and the scales really hold tight. Flounder skin is fairly thin, and when it's fried up, it's good to eat. Some fish you don't want to eat the skin, it's just too tough and not good. Flounder is good. Most any of these fish have a lot of meat up in the head area. You don't want to just cut them off like that. You got to get this head part around behind the gills. Flip it over behind the pectoral fin. Then go up in its gut cavities, split it open, and here you see that people call that the bloodline up in there. It's not. It's the kidneys. That's the way the kidneys are on a fish. And you just take the point of your knife and rip that sac open so that it'll come out when you squirt it later. There's the roe. This obviously was a female. If it was a male, that would be white. For guess why? People eat mullet roe. Well, my students, high school students, when they found out they were eating sperm and eggs, whether they like white roe or yellow roe, really grossed them out. Stupid kids. So, and then I usually cut the tail off. Now, if you're gonna fry it, well, I'll show you here in a second. DJ, I need the hose a second, please.
Whose weight belt? I mean, whatever the thing is.
Stringer mine.
Bob.
Yeah, it can stay on the boat. First, I'll show you what cuts to make if you're going to broil it in the oven or put it on the grill. You just make, like, going right down to the backbone, like 3 cuts. Right like that. And then you put lemon pepper and butter on it, put it on the broiler or the grill, and these cuts will pop open and turn white down there. When it's flaky next to the backbone, which the backbone runs right along here, then it's done. But if you're going to fry it, you make those same cuts and then come back this way. Cut it like that. So for frying it, you salt, pepper it, cornmeal it, put it in the frying pan. See how it pops open like that? Brown side down, leave it for 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Turn it over, leave it for another 3 or 4 minutes. You'll know it's done because these diamonds will come right off the bone. And then you can just take your fork and eat it right off the backbone on the top side, lift the backbone out and eat it off the bottom side. So, and then we'll take the hose and squirt out the kidneys. Stand back. So it's nice and clean inside. Okay, that's for flounder. Now let's fillet a fish. This fish is a type of jack. It's called an Almaco jack. It has a higher dorsal fin. Pretty distinctive looking. You can easily distinguish it from an amberjack. Still got the stripe across the eye. They don't get very big. This is a medium-sized one. They do get big, but you don't normally see them very big. And again, you start up here close to the head because there's a lot of meat up in the head. And I'm just barely getting the point under the skin. I'm not trying to fillet it yet. I've just got the point of the knife under the skin. And then I'm taking the knife, and the backbone is down here, and I'm laying the knife along the ribs that come up, or they're actually vertical spines that come up, until I get to the backbone, and you'll see why in a minute. And I'll do the same thing on the bottom, just under the skin, just to get a slit. Not deep. And then laying it along the spine, flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. All the way up to the head. If you cut towards yourself, it's going to hurt one day. And then it's already cut away from the bones inside, and you just lift it up and cut your fillet off. So there's one fillet. You can see we got right down to the bone. Take one off the other side.
Get that BC, we can wash it.
I talked about the knives. I can hardly clean a fish without a glove on. It's not to keep them getting cut. It's so that I can grip the fish better. There are better gloves than this for it. You might have seen them gray mesh like a butcher's glove. That really works good for gripping fish. There you go. Pretty thin. Not much wheat wasted. Now we got to get the bones out of this piece. The way you do that is put the point of the knife up under the ribs, kind of lift them up, and then cut them away. So I got the rib bones out. Little meat loss, just a morsel. And now we're going to skin it. And just let the knife follow along next to the skin. And Jack, the skin is kind of thin. If you press down too hard, you might cut into the skin. If you let the knife follow along, you just cut the skin off like that. Leaves you the fillet. There's a dark line down on Jack's. Kind of fishy tasting. I cut that out. There are also some bones right through here, and this will get rid of both of those. Most people don't like fishy tasting fish, which sounds strange, doesn't it? So there's a nice fillet ready to prepare it however you want, fried, broiled, whatever. Nice poke on that flounder. You knew you'd be chastised if you didn't get it right through the head, didn't you?
You need the knife, I mean the water.
This is why I clean group for snapper, amberjack, cobia, any fish, barracuda, whatever. If I'm filleting it. Fast. There it is. All done on that one. Notice I don't don't wash them. I don't put a lot of water on them. You don't need it. I keep them clean. This skin that I turned the fillet over and put it right back on the skin, not on the table, is a sterile field. So you're not contaminating the meat or anything by putting it on this dirty table. Okay,
And you're done.
I got
Oh,
two
no,
more.
you got 2 more fish.
I got your fish to do. These are called red porgies. Or if you catch them on a charter boat, head boat, they call them sugar brim. They're good to eat. You could scale them and just fry them whole if you wanted to. I normally fillet them. These are just barely big enough to fillet, but that'd be good. The serrated knife cuts right through those ribs, even on big fish. See, meat on meat, not on the board. If you do a really sloppy job of this and there's a lot of meat left on the backbone, just fry up the backbone. It's good too. Anyway, there you go. One trick you can do on this to getting the ribs, at the fish market they do this, it makes it cutting a little faster. Just turn the knife after you cut the ribs and swing it back that way. What they don't do for you at the fish market usually is cut those little bones out and go down the middle. Maybe they will. Depends on the fish market. Depends on the guy that's in the back cleaning your fish.
And how many you got on a particular day?
Yeah.
Huh?
Which DJ was commenting on. you don't have to whisper. You need to come to class one day, DJ.
Yeah.
You didn't dump the bait, did you?
No,
Until just now.
No, that was a
Oh,
that
what
was
was
a
that?
lobster head.
Oh.
From the other day. Forgot.
Hey, I cleaned the marco buoy, but I'll clean it out for
Okay.
This one must have fallen out of my bucket. You want it?
Okay, there you have it. You've been taught by the expert now. Expect you to be able to do the same. Yeah, take a picture of the boat.